Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a little different video. By the way, I'm enjoying an elephant butt. That's the name of the cigar. It's a pretty good cigar, actually. But getting back to how I decided to go with the type of roof that we put on, which is a metal roof. I got an estimate for a shingled roof. It was going to run us over $4,000. But it was just a little more than what we could afford at the time. So a couple weeks later, we started looking into cheaper options. And we stumbled across metal roofing, which I like. I love the look of metal roofing. I love the sound that the rain makes when it hits a metal roof. And we decided to go ahead and check on that. And man, I could not believe how much cheaper it costs to put this on. But you do have a lot of options in color, just like you do with asphalt shingles. So we decided to go with a company, and the company is called Sand Ridge Contracting, LLC. They showed up, dropped the material off in the evening. That same evening that they dropped the material off, they actually started by ripping the first layer of shingles off and about a foot section all the way up around the side so they could completely expose the drip edge and then replace it with the copper color. Then they put all the furring strips down, which are 1 inch thick. This is all rough cut lumber right from their mill, which is another plus. It's thicker material, it's heavier. I like rough cut lumber just because of the dimensions of it. So they went through and they stripped the whole roof with the wood, and they also pulled off the outside rows of shingles and stuff, got it all prepared, ready to go. They showed up, and that took about an hour and a half, okay, and that's including unloading the material. Then the next morning they showed up around 9 o'clock, dug right into it, and they were done after noon, after lunchtime, 12 o'clock, about 12:30, completely cleaned up and out of here. And they cleaned up everything, spotless. I have nothing but good to say about this company, and I highly recommend them. I know this is a long intro, but I wanted to get out of the way what all was done. They completely removed 2 skylights that we had in because they were leaking. They're junk, typical mobile home bubble skylights, junk. But they completely removed them and then just, went to town. And on the north side of the house, north side of the roof, we have several vents coming through the roof, and it was just a pain in the ass. They breezed right through that. I didn't take video of them actually applying the nailers, but I do have the video of them putting the roofing up, doing some cutting, and stuff like that, which I'm going to show in this video. So without further ado, a very long intro, when we come back, I'm going to show you guys the whole process from start to finish, and I'll show you the finished product at the end of the video. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. You hit that notification icon to get a notification of my videos as soon as they're released. That way you don't miss any of them. Yeah, I forgot to mention the price. They charged to put a roof on this place. There is the card for the contractor. I'm going to try to get some way of you to get a hold of them if you're in this area, central Pennsylvania. But they do timber frames, pavilions, pergolas, additions, new construction, and remodeling. The color that we picked was actually the more expensive brand, and but since he'd already did the contract with us, he said, you know what, don't worry about it. Now, it would cost you a little more than that. It's not much more, but the copper penny is a little more expensive than some of the other choices that is there. So just wanted to throw that in there. What do you say we go ahead and take a look at them putting this thing on? All right, he already put the ridge cap on, so they will be putting the roofing right up into that. It'll go underneath a lip. And of course it's pre-caulked. Notice he's putting it underneath that lip. This company came highly recommended, and so far we're very, very pleased with the work. Now, the way that ridge is positioned, the cap, he can slide that up as far as he needs to go in order to get the fascia straight, or the overhang, the eave. Now, in extreme circumstances, a lot of times I'll have to strike a line and cut it. But in a smaller house, such as ours, in a fairly new house, it's pretty straight. So most of it just goes together like Legos. What he's using is a screw gun, and those screws I showed you earlier, they're pre-drilling. The end of the screws actually have like a drill bit on the end of each screw that drills its way through the metal and into the wood. And remember, those strips of wood he has on the roof are nailed both in the plywood and into the rafters themselves. So the strips are really, really strong. And of course he's going 2 foot on center with those. You really don't need to go 16. It's going to be interesting to see how they go around those vents. I'm not even sure if I'm going to video that or not. One nice thing about this roofing is it goes really quick because one sheet covers a lot of square feet. Now, this color combination that we're using is the copper penny for the roof. Our house color is desert tan, and the shutters on the opposite side of the house are forest green. Some people call it a dark sage. They had a very, very large selection to choose from as far as colors went. That was the hard piece. That was the hard part. Just, trying to decide what we wanted to do with the color. And our shingles, as you can see, are dark brown, and it was okay. But it just didn't make the house pop. And we wanted something that wasn't over the top, but put the icing on the cake, so to speak. Now they have everything laid out. We've got to get shutters on the back side of the house too, just so everything matches. Someday. Alright, they're going to have to cut this one to go around some of the vents. And he's just measuring it up now. Okay, it looks like pretty much most of it's done, and they're finishing up the ridge, and they're going to be putting on the final trim. So I wanted to get a good shot from back here, and then I'll go around the other side, let you guys see what it looks like, and then I'm going to go to the gable end and show you guys how they put the gable fascia trim up. So let's go ahead and move to the side view. Okay, we're at the back side of the house, or the north side, and just want to show you guys. Again, they're getting ready to put up the trim, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the front of the house, let you guys see what that looks like. Okay, as you guys can see, it's not finished yet on the gable end on the front side of the house. I kind of wanted to give you a look at the product before it's completely finished. And there we go. And we'll go ahead and get a look at the peak of the roof. Alright, that's what it looks like with the trim on it. So that's what covers up the end. It makes it look, you know, nice and trim again. And of course it'll run the whole way around. Well, except for on the front, because it's got a drip edge underneath the front. So that's what it'll look like on the front here. So it looks nice. I really like the color. Got to clean up our siding there above that window. Looks like hell. And there's one of our friendly neighbors, a wild rabbit, next to our next door neighbor's dog pen. Hey, little bunny. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let him alone. Did a really nice job around all of the vents, and this one here was a bugger here, and they did a nice job on that. I mean, you need to know what you're doing in order to go around something like that and seal it up, and it looks nice, very nice. All the vents look nice. Telling you, if you're going to put a metal roof on, I highly recommend Sand Ridge Contracting. Ridge vent looks nice. I just love the color of the roof. It goes really nice with the house. Now, we got a deal on this though, guys. I'm just letting you know right now. The color roof that we picked was copper penny. And he told us that all the colors on the sheet didn't matter, we could pick what we wanted. It turned out the copper penny was more expensive, but true to his word, you know, he said don't worry about it. Nope, it's included. So good on them for that. Again, it's very hard to find people that stick to their word. So again, I commend them for that too. So that's it, guys. Outstanding work. I'm going to go ahead and button this one up. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video.